origin of complex numbers and how complex numbers came into picture. And actually, my main attempt was to tell you what is the geometry behind this, how we can plot, means how we can find out the roots of an equation geometrically. And in that attempt, we saw that there are some equations, specifically cubic equations, where we can see that the roots align. We can locate the roots in our graphs, but we can locate the roots in our graphs, but when it came to the question of finding the roots algebraically, we could not. So in an attempt to solve that particular problem, we got imaginary numbers or complex numbers. Now, probably you have revised, by now you have revised at least the structure of complex plane, the polar form, etc. These two topics, I'm pretty sure. So today I'll try to speak about functions of a complex variable, because I kept those things as a revision work, complex numbers and all. Now you can understand, whenever we will be discussing further theories, that is function of complex variables or other allied properties, the geometric properties of complex numbers and etc. will be required, we will refer. So that's why I told you to revise those things, because they will be the pillar of further discussion. So I hope by now you have revised some portions, at least if not all. I have given you 2 weeks, but by now something you certainly have revised. So I'll try to speak about complex functions in this class. The target of this class is to talk about complex functions. If time permit, as per my lecture plan, I'll try to speak about limit of such functions and continuity. What do you mean by limit and continuity of such functions? Complex functions means whenever I say, or whenever you find the word complex function in any place, the coinage of the word is not mathematical, but it's popular. Complex function means functions of one complex variable. So I'll share a screen now so that I can write things. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
So the basic structure is complex numbers are plotted. Complex numbers are plotted in a plane which consists of 2 axes. This axis we call the horizontal axis as a real axis, and the vertical axis as the imaginary axis. So real axis here, the units are, unit distance is 1. And in the vertical axis, the unit distance is I, the imaginary unit. Have you seen, has anybody seen about the video which I posted on this Argand plane?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Yes,
So
sir.
is this R2?
No, sir.
Means,
No.
is this the 2-dimensional Cartesian plane? It looks like the 2-dimensional Cartesian plane.
No, sir.
Is it the
No.
2-dimensional Cartesian plane?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No. So where is the basic difference?
In
Sir,
the
the
vertical
imaginary
axis.
axis.
In the vertical axis. And why this basic difference is coming, if I think from the perspective of product of complex numbers?
Sir, because the product of ordered pairs is not defined in the
Exactly.
our
Yes, sir.
two-dimensional plane.
Absolutely correct. So very good, very nice. So the definition of product of, you cannot multiply 2 points simply, but if we can multiply 2 complex numbers. So that is the difference. And here we are talking about the Argand plane in this way. Fine. So so now, if I consider a point, say if I consider a complex number, say this is my complex number Z. This is my complex number Z. In ordered pair notation, say it is AB, and I have shown you that this is actually equivalent to writing A plus I into B. So suppose this is my point AB. So clearly we know that this length will be this will be my x equal to a. If I consider this as, sorry, this is my here I can write this, that in real axis this point represent the real value a, and if I consider the imaginary axis, this point represent the imaginary value b. So these are my points. So in a sense, this length is b, this length is a. That is what do you know. Now if we consider this right angle triangle, if we consider, just a minute, somebody probably asking for permission. Vikas Kumar, you need to join with a specific username, change accordingly and join, and from the next time onwards try to join, and from the next time onward try to join punctually. You log out, join with a specific username as per the format. Am I clear, Vikas Kumar? Am I audible to you, Vikas Kumar? Vikas Kumar, am I audible to you? You can reply in chat also. Vikas Kumar, am I audible to you? विकास कुमार, आप सुन पा रहे हो मुझे? विकास कुमार, आप सुन पा रहे हो मुझे? Okay, yes, then I'm removing. Okay, so join with a specific username. Change your username as per the message I sent in Google Classroom and rejoin again.
Okay, sir.
So, can you people see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, fine. So now suppose that this angle is theta. Now, if this angle is theta, whenever z equals to z is written as a plus ib, then if I consider this lengths of this this vertical length and the horizontal length, then we know some other properties also. We can get some other forms also. Now I'm considering this length. I'm considering this length to be r. I'm considering this length to be r. So if this length is r, then we know specifically that.
Sir, screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible.
No, sir. Sir, it's visible.
No, sir.
You need to
no,
click on
sir,
my
not.
screen. You need to click
Yes,
to
sir,
see
we have
my
clicked
screen.
on your screen. Then
Yes.
also it's not visible.
Click on pin the screen.
Pin, yes, sir.
Exactly.
It's visible for me. Yes, sir. So I have pin, but it's not visible then also.
Yes, sir. It's not showing.
Sir, it's not showing. There is no option to pin up.
So it's not showing.
Is means can others see the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I can understand it must be a problem with your
No,
setup. I
sir.
can do anything from my end. What I can do is I'm stopping the sharing and again sharing the screen. That much I can do.
Okay, sir.
Actually, the problem started. Vikas Kumar started sharing the screen when he joined.
Yes, after that only we are not able to see.
Yeah, exactly. Now, not Shiv HIT. Let me see who is this Shiv HIT. Shiv HIT. Who is Shiv HIT? Is this a doctor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये आपका क्या नाम है? आप क्या इसी नाम से कॉलेज में पढ़ते हो? Shiv HIT?
No, sir.
तो कौन से नाम से आप कॉलेज में पढ़ते हैं?
शिव सर, सर शिव।
तो गूगल क्लासरूम में जो मैसेज भेजे थे वो देखे हो आप?
नो सर।
क्यों नहीं देखे हो? गूगल क्लासरूम नहीं ज्वाइन किए हो?
सर आपका कोड पता नहीं सर, मैं अभी ज्वाइन नहीं किया था आपका।
कोड क्यों नहीं पता था? कोड तो आपके ग्रुप मेल में भेजा गया था।
सर मैं उस दिन ढूंढ रहा था,
आप क्या
मुझे
ग्रुप
मिल नहीं
मेल
रहा
आईडी
था।
एक्सेस नहीं करते हो?
सर मैं, हमारे क्या है कि ना सर, प्रॉब्लम है, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम बहुत ज्यादा। तो सर क्या कहते हैं कि इसीलिए मैं हमेशा गूगल क्लास मतलब आईडी नहीं खोल पाता उसको।
नहीं, आपका जो क्लास का ग्रुप ईमेल आईडी है,
हाँ
इसी के
यस सर।
आपके क्लास का जो ग्रुप ईमेल आईडी है, वो क्लास आप देखे हैं? वो ईमेल आईडी आप देखते हैं?
यस सर देखते हैं, पर लेकिन हमेशा नहीं
अच्छा,
देखते
वहां पे
बराबर।
कोड दिया गया था, वो कोड आपको मिला?
अभी सर वो कोड नहीं मिला। मैं कल सर ढूंढ रहा था कोड सर, पर लेकिन मुझे कल मिला नहीं कोड वो।
अच्छा, बाकियों को कहां से मिला ये क्लास का गूगल क्लासरूम का कोड?
सर मैं
बाकी जो
ढूंढ रहा
ज्वाइन
था और
किए उन
दोस्त।
लोगों को कहां से मिला? मैं थोड़ा सा बाकियों से जानना चाहता हूँ कि कहीं पे दूसरे जगह ना चला गया हो मेरा ईमेल।
मेल से मिला था।
मेल में मिला, ग्रुप मेल आईडी में मिला, उसी ग्रुप मेल आईडी में जो जिसमें ये शिव ढूंढ रहा था? कोई डिलीट तो नहीं कर दिया उस ईमेल को?
नो सर।
No, sir, it's still there.
यस सर,
ठीक है, ठीक से ढूंढिए शिव जी। और फिलहाल अभी जिस तरह से देख पा रहे हैं सबका एंट्री, उसी तरह से अपना यूजर नेम चेंज करके क्लास में एंट्री लीजिए, नहीं तो अटेंडेंस रिकॉर्ड करना मुश्किल हो जाएगा। ठीक है?
ओके सर।
और कोई भी स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं करोगे।
ओके सर।
Now everybody check. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
Simply wasted of time.
Yes,
24
sir.
minutes went in doing all these things. Anyway, the thing is this. So if I consider this angle to be theta, then we clearly know that this r can be expressed as, from this triangle, square root of a square plus b square. And this theta can be represented as tan inverse b by a. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now can you tell me, if I freeze r, if I keep r fixed, and if I change this theta, what I will get? So for example,
Circle.
I'm freezing r and changing theta. That means when theta is this, I'll get this particular complex number. Suppose I'm changing theta to this. My r is fixed. This length is r. Now my theta is becoming this one. I'm getting changing theta. Again, I'm changing theta to this. In this way, again, I'm changing theta to this. Again, I'm changing theta to this. Again, I'm changing theta to this. If I keep on changing theta in this way, what I will get?
Circle.
Circle, sir.
I'll get a circle. Circle of
Radius,
radius
sir. R.
r. So now if I consider an equation, say z is equal to, if I consider an equation, z is equal to r e to the power I theta when r is fixed. Can you tell me what I will get? What this equation represents? Z is equal to r e to the power I
Sir,
theta.
locus of a circle.
For a fixed r, it represents a radius, a circle of radius r. And for a particular choice of theta, we get points on that particular circle.
Radius. Circle.
On that particular circle, we get different points if I change theta. Now, if I consider this particular expression and if I plug in, if I consider finding out the value of a and b, which is appearing here. So from this triangle again, from this blue triangle again, from this blue triangle again. Can you tell me this length is your A, this length is your B, this angle is theta. Can you tell me what I can write and as an expression for A if I consider this particular triangle?
R cos theta.
A equal to mod z cos theta.
Okay.
Mod r cos theta.
R cos theta.
Cos theta,
Cos theta.
and B will be equal to
R
sin
sin
theta.
R sine theta. So fine.
Yes, sir.
Consider all these things, then a particular complex number can be written as Z equals to A plus IB. Alternatively, this can be written as equal to R cos theta plus I sine theta. If I take R common from this, so that means R e to the power I theta. Okay, so what is this theta? Now my theta is also fixed. It is this particular theta. So here I can write R and theta both fixed. Clear? So when both are fixed, you get a particular complex number. And when you fix one and vary other, for example, if you fix R and vary theta, you get different points on the same circle. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And if I fix theta and vary R, then what I will get?
Concentric circles.
Concentric cycles. Sir.
Correct. I get complex numbers on concentric circles, maybe like this. I'll be getting complex numbers like this. If I change R, yeah? Concentric circle, I get complex numbers or concentric circles where the argument is fixed. Theta is fixed. Now this theta actually is known as you all know, this theta is known as argument, but there is a twist. We will get same complex number for this theta as well. If I say, if I move this radius vector, since this represents a circle, this R is called a radius vector. So if I move this radial vector further to 2 pi, so where I will come back? I'll come back to the same place.
Yes, sir.
If I move this radius vector to 4 pi, where I'll come back? I'll come back to the same place. Even if I consider, say, theta minus 2 pi, theta minus 2 pi will be an angle like this. Am I right?
Theta minus 2 pi.
Yes, sir.
So if I consider, say, okay, fine. You can consider the angle to be actually this angle. If you consider, what is this angle? This angle is 2 pi minus theta. Am I right? This angle is actually minus theta. If you consider angle in the counterclockwise direction, if you consider this angle, this is plus theta. If you consider this angle, this is minus theta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So if I
sir.
think of moving 2 pi minus theta, so I'll reach to this kind of a place.
Yes.
If I think of moving to 2 pi minus theta, I'll move to this kind of a place. Am I right? Now
Yes,
if you
sir.
replace this theta by 2 pi minus theta, you can see what you will get. Cosine 2 pi minus theta. What is that angle?
Minus cos theta.
Minus cos.
Cosine 2 pi minus theta.
Cos
What
theta.
will be that angle?
Minus
theta.
Cos theta, sir.
cos theta. Cos theta.
And cosine 2 pi, and sine 2 pi minus
Sine 2
theta.
pi.
What is that angle?
Minus
Minus sin theta.
Minus sin theta.
Minus sin theta.
So if we replace this angle in this way, if I consider this particular complex number, you can understand that your thing will be totally different.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so and it has to be because this represent one complex number, this represent another complex number, and eventually you can consider this as, and what is this? If this is my z, this will be the complement of z. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because cos
Yes, sir.
theta minus I sine theta, sine of 2 pi minus theta means minus sine theta. and this will be cos theta minus I sin theta is the complement of cos theta plus I sin theta. So whenever this is my z, this will be my z bar. Clear? So
Yes, sir.
this is where, this z bar will lie, and so it's basically an image. What is the complement of a complex number? That is a mirror image of that complex number if you place the mirror in x-axis, means in the real axis, in the axis for A or in the real axis. So it is actually the mirror image. Now, as we all know that this particular form, that z is equal to r e to the power I theta, is known as the polar form of a complex number. This is known as the polar form of a complex number. This is known as the polar form of a complex number. So now, that means you can understand very easily that when we try to visualize a complex number, this polar form happens to be more efficient or effective than the Cartesian form or the rectangular form. Now, today we will basically talk about functions of a complex variable. Before that, let us quickly recollect what we mean by function of a real variable. Function of a real variable means where your domain will be a set of real numbers, maybe the whole set of real number, maybe a subset of real number, and your codomain is also a set of real numbers. And function is a rule that associates an element in your domain set, say the element is x, to an element in your codomain set. So whatever rule is doing this, that is called a function. Or you can think that you have a machine in between. The name of the machine is the function. If I say that the function is fx, the machine is f, where this x is entering as an input from this domain set, and as an output, the machine is producing an element in the codomain set. So it has to be exactly one element. This machine cannot produce multiple elements. There is a story where a machine can produce multiple elements. That is known as a multiple valued function. So I'll call that, I'll talk about that later. So far, function means single valued function. So exactly one. So that means this is how we define a function. And we can plot functions very easily. We have done it so many times earlier. So I can think now, I can plot a function like this. So I can say this is, sorry, just a moment. I can say this is my function. I can plot a function like this. Can anybody say which function I have plotted?
Sir, hyperbolic cosine x.
Which
No.
function I have plotted? Any guess? So,
Hyperbolic cosine.
The hyperbolic cosine x.
Parabolic cosine.
yeah,
Y
it's
equals
looking
to
like
x square
hyperbolic
plus
cosine x.
1
Correct.
square.
It's looking something like hyperbolic cosine x. Correct. I take it because the diagram is not so proper. Yeah, you can think I have plotted something like hyperbolic cosine x, or simply I can think about z square plus 1. How z square plus 1 will look like?
Parabolic.
Parabolic.
Sorry, I have written here z. Okay. Let me not write z. Say x square. If I write x square plus 1. If I
The
write
parabola shifted to the y-axis.
x square plus 1. Can I say this is y equal to x square plus 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I say this is y equal to x square plus 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is y equal to x square plus 1, or someone very correctly said it is the hyperbolic. It's looking like hyperbolic cosine function. So correct, it's looking like hyperbolic cosine function. So something like that. Very good. So, so this way we can plot a function. Now, there are certain points you need to understand. So here for this function, what is my domain? So if I consider a function fx equal to, if I consider a function fx equal to x square plus 1, or I say with the conventionally we write y equal to fx equal to x square plus 1. Here x is a real number. So my domain is the set of real numbers. Now set of real numbers are plotted in a line called as real line. So this is my real line. You know, this is the real line when we plot real valued functions. So let us call it as x-axis. And if you look at the function, for every value of x, your output will also be a real number. So my codomain is also the set of real numbers. But remember, the range here is the set of all positive real numbers. Even you can exclude this portion also from your range.
Yes, sir.
That means your range will be the set of positive real numbers minus the interval, open interval 0, 1. Sorry, closed interval 0, 1. Closed in 0, open in 1. Am I right or not? So your range can be considered as set of all positive real numbers minus this interval. Correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
called
sir.
open interval. Closed in 0, because 0 will not be in your place, but 1 will be in your range. That's why I have made 1 open. That means I'm excluding all other points which are less than 1, but I'm not excluding 1. Is it okay? Is this notation okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is my range. That means basically if I think from that this perspective, in this case my A is R, in this case my B is this particular set if I consider range, and if I consider codomain, B, the whole set of real numbers is the codomain. So now you can understand, since both are the set of real numbers, and we know real numbers can be represented by a line. So in both these cases, my axes are lines. My axes are lines. And as a result, I have been able to plot it in a two-dimensional system, axis system, which you call the two-dimensional Euclidean system or two-dimensional Cartesian system, since both of these are line. This is our understanding about functions of real variable.
Yes, sir.
Anybody want to add anything or ask anything from on this? Anybody want to add or ask anything on this?